thank you so much for joining us during a holiday week. We're so thankful for you. Thankful for you participating this week over week. Thankful that you found GoGo and that it's a solution for you. And I, also want to remind you that however you are planning to spend Thanksgiving this week, or kicking off the holiday season, know that GoGo is a phone number that you can call either for a ride to a place that you're going, maybe to be with a loved one or friends. We can also deliver your groceries if you're planning to cook a meal for yourself, or for your crew, your group of people. And we can also deliver you a meal if you're staying at home or you don't want to go through the hassle of cooking everything. We can also coordinate a meal delivery for you tomorrow. So I just wanted to let you know that whatever your plans are, you can always call GoGo. And thank you today for being here for chair yoga. So I mentioned these are the services that that we can connect you to. Our phone number is listed right there. You all probably have it already, but it's 855-464-6872, and that one number connects you to all of these services. And with that, I'll just introduce myself. If you haven't participated in one of GoGo's virtual events before, I'm Cassie. I'm GoGo's communications director. And I'm joined by Adra, who is always our instructor. So every week we alternate between what class we're going to be teaching, but it's always Adra, and it's always a good time. So I'll kick it over to Adra.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. I love when you have your videos on. So if you see me kind of looking to the side, it's because I'm scrolling through and seeing all your smiling faces. So nice to have you here today, the day before Thanksgiving. So if you're new or if you're not new to chair yoga, you do want a chair, preferably a chair that is stationary and not rolling around. But if all you have is an office chair, then that's what you have. A couch would also work as well if that's better for you. And before, so don't shout out the move of the week yet. Before that, I want you to, if you are going to share the move of the week, if you're going to shout out the move of the week to get that $10 credit, I want you to also tell me how you incorporated the move of the week into your week last week. So when you did it. So that's our little extra piece to that. So if anyone was at yoga 2 weeks ago, what was the move of the week and how did you incorporate it into your life? You can unmute or put it in the chat. Vivi, it looked like you unmuted and then remuted. So the mute button is the bottom left-hand corner.
No, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I did this. Okay, thank you. Okay.
And Vivi, do you happen to remember the move of the week? No pressure if you don't.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Same. Okay, no problem. Just wanted to make sure
I don't think I
give you a chance in case you did.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh man, it might be that we have $10 credits on the line here.
Wow.
Bad memory week.
Adra,
Hi, Bertha.
it was spinal twist.
Great. And how did you get that into your week?
Now I'm embarrassed at this point. I'm not a good student, but
you remember
in
it.
the course of dealing with everything, I try to remain flexible, and that's all I can say.
I'll take
I
it. I'll
confess.
take it.
And I'm
Great.
going to use GoGo tomorrow to get to my family.
Me
So,
too.
Oh, great. I'm glad, Bertha. Did you call it in yet, or are you going to call it when you need it?
I'm going to call it in later today. They have my daughter's name, so
Yep.
it's on the like robocall. And
Right,
so I'll
right.
put the reservation in today, so they're ready for me tomorrow. And I'm in New Jersey, and the balloons are getting blown up right near my daughter's house.
Oh, that's going to be so exciting.
It's strategic
Balloon.
planning with GoGo, but they helped me out last year, and I like it.
Awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. And so if you check you check the chat right now in the Zoom meeting, V from GoGo, Barushka, she's going to be just confirming some information, Bertha, so that we make sure we get you your credits.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for remembering.
I love your class.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's get moving. So just a reminder, top right-hand corner, if I am not the big screen that you see and you want to see just me, you go to the top right-hand corner where it says view, and then you pick the speaker view, and it should be just me. Of course, if you want a different view, you can pick a different view. And then we will get moving. So go ahead and find your seat. We'll begin with just taking some circles with the torso. So waking up the body, moving around. And taking your circles the other way. And then coming to center, we'll inhale, open up the arms, lift the chest, stretch the front of the body, and then exhale, round your back and give yourself a hug, wrap your arms around your torso. Inhale, open up the arms, lift the chest, and exhale, round, give yourself a hug. Couple more times, follow your breath. And then coming back to center, releasing the arms, sitting tall, and we'll start to bend side to side. So you can go as far as you'd like, so it can be small or big. Maybe adding some breath. So inhale as you go to the side, and then exhale as you bring your torso back to center. So we inhale into the side stretch, and then exhale back up. Keep going. Don't worry about my speed. So move at your own pace here. And then coming back to center. Let's rotate the spine, twist one way, and then rotate and twist the other way. So we're just going to keep twisting right to left. Let your arms move with your torso. And then we'll twist one direction and hold. Holding for a few breaths. And then twist the other way and hold, again, holding for a few breaths. And then back to center. Let's go ahead and sit for a minute for a brief meditation. So you're welcome to sit anywhere within your chair, place where you're comfortable. Let your hands rest on your lap and either close your eyes or let your gaze soften to the ground. Take a moment to tune into your breath. Feeling the natural rise and fall of the breath. And then I'd like you to bring to mind something you're grateful for. So this can be really broad. It could be something you're grateful for in terms of, it could be a situation. It could be a person. It could be an animal, a plant, an object, maybe even something within yourself. So it's really broad. So anything you're grateful for. And just pick one thing for now. So bringing that thing to mind, just letting your attention rest on that thing or person or situation that you are grateful for. Notice how thinking about it affects your breath and your body. Maybe it gives you some sense of warmth or tingling. Maybe it allows your breath to slow down. Or maybe there's a change in the muscles in the body, relaxing. Just notice, how does your body react when you think about something, someone that you are grateful for? And let that sensation fill your body. Sense that with each inhale, this feeling of gratitude enters the body. And as you exhale, it expands throughout the body, spreading through the body, this gratitude. Well, let that go. But know that you can always come back to that feeling, that sensation, when you bring to mind something that you're grateful for. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed, or maybe you blink them open. We'll begin to rotate the head no, so looking right to left, turning the head, feeling that motion in the head and neck. And nodding the head yes. Looking up to the ceiling and down to the ground. Again, just some motion in the head and neck. The rest of the body is still. And bringing your head back to center, we'll bring your right ear towards the right shoulder. Shoulders stay relaxed, so the ear doesn't actually need to touch the shoulder. It's just moving in that direction, the side bend of the neck. And then other ear to shoulder. One more time, right ear to right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. Bringing the head back to center. Let's do some shoulder rolls forward. And shoulder rolls back. And letting the shoulders relax. We'll inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the sky. You can reach to whatever height feels okay on the shoulders. And then palms touch, exhale, hands lower towards the heart. Repeating this, inhale, arms circle out and up, reaching out to the side, radiating fingertip to fingertip, palms touch, exhale, hands to the heart. So keep going here at your own pace. So don't worry about my speed or anyone else's. You're moving with your breath. And a reminder, it's an inhale when your arms are expanding and reaching up, and an exhale when your hands are touching and lowering down. A few more times. No rush, but next time your palms are touching and the hands are towards the heart, we'll pause there. And then we'll move our hands over side to side. So we'll move the hands over to the right and then over to the left, keeping those palms touching. So you might feel a stretch here in your hands or your forearms as you move your hands side to side. Bringing the hands back to center, interlace your fingers and then push your palms forward, stretching out those hands and forearms. 3 deep breaths. And then releasing the hands, you can shake them out. We're going to leave our upper body alone for a few minutes and move our attention to our lower body. Starting with some heel lifts. So toes stay on the ground, but we're going to alternate lifting one heel and then the other. Toes stay down, balls of the feet stay down, but we're lifting. So it's kind of like calf raises, but we're seated. Alternating feet. Finding that full motion in the ankle. And then we'll move into full foot raises or knee raises. So now lifting the entire foot off the ground, not just the heel. So we're like marching. If marching is not comfortable for your body, you can go back to the heel lifts. As you march, see if you can keep your upper body pretty still. Go ahead and even yourself out right to left. And pause, release, both feet down on the ground. Let's inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the sky. And then exhale, bowing forward, folding forward at the hips. Hands can come to your thighs, forearms can come to your thighs, or hands can come to your feet. But only go down if you know you can come back up. So just go to wherever is comfortable. It's like a chair child's pose. So we're just bringing the torso forward. Feel free to let your head and neck relax. And take a few deep breaths. Using your arms to help you out, go ahead and push yourself back up to sit tall. Pausing in that upright position for a moment. And then we'll stretch that right leg forward in front of us. So straightening out the right leg. Once that right leg is straight, actually, let me mirror you. So once that right leg is straight, let's point and flex the foot. So you're moving at the ankle, pointing the toes towards the earth and then facing the toes up towards the ceiling. You might find some snaps and pops and cracks here in the ankle. Next time your toes are facing up to the ceiling, pause, so your foot is flexed. We're gonna rotate our thigh bone in the hip sockets. So you're gonna turn your thigh bone and your toes to face out to the side and then turn them in. So I'm moving my fingers to show you what my leg is doing, but we're just moving that leg out and in. So the heel stayed glued to the ground, but we're rotating that thigh bone in our pelvis to notice that the knee can face out away from the body and then in towards our other leg. And then go ahead and set yourself up so that the toes face the ceiling and the knee faces the ceiling. We'll inhale, lean forward, feel the stretch increase, and then exhale, sit tall. We inhale forward, and we exhale, sit up. Keep going, follow your breath. Next time you're sitting up, we'll pause, and you can decide where you want to hold the stretch. So you can hold the stretch sitting up tall. You can hold the stretch by leaning forward. You're also welcome to bring a forearm to your leg or even reach your hand towards your ankle, shin, or foot. So holding that stretch, feeling the sensations in the back of that extended leg. Notice if you're clenching anywhere you don't need to be. And then lift your torso up, re-bend your extended leg, and then windshield wiper those knees. All right, switching sides. So other leg extends forward. So maybe that's your left leg. So straight left leg, bent right knee. We're pointing and flexing the foot. So we're moving through the ankle, toes find the ground, and then toes face up towards the sky. Maybe noticing how this side might feel different from the first side. Next time your toes are facing up to the ceiling, we'll pause. We're going to do that same rotation. So we're thinking about our upper leg bone moving in our pelvis or moving in our hip socket. So the toes and the knees are going to face out to the side, so away from the middle of the body. And then they're going to turn in and face towards your other leg. So we're finding this rotation and noticing that the rotation is mostly happening from this upper leg bone moving in the socket. And depending on your flexibility or how often you do this may be a really small movement or it may be a bigger movement. There's no judgment. We're just noticing. We're feeling. What can our body do? How can our body move? Next time the knees and the toes are facing up to the sky, we'll pause and start to ease into a stretch. So we inhale, lean forward, feel the stretch intensify in the back of that leg, and then exhale, sit tall, back away from the stretch. We inhale, feel the stretch intensify as we lean forward. We exhale, lift up, move away. Keep going. Follow your breath, forward and back. Next time you're sitting tall, we'll pause. And then you'll decide where you want to hold the stretch. So you can hold the stretch upright. You can hold the stretch leaning a little forward. Maybe your forearm comes to your thigh, or maybe your hand reaches towards your shin, knee, ankle, foot. Directing your attention to the back of that extended leg, and just notice how it feels. Notice where you're feeling stretch. Notice how the stretch changes the longer you're in the pose. Go ahead and lift your torso up, rebend that extended leg, and windshield wiper those knees side to side. So we're moving to our standing portion of class. We're only standing for a few minutes, so if standing is not for you, you can stay seated. However, if you are comfortable standing, go ahead and mindfully make your way up. And we're gonna go behind our chair. So you don't need to move or go sideways. I'm just gonna face sideways so you can see me better. We'll have our hands on the chair. And then we'll step the right leg back behind us, stepping the foot maybe 2 feet behind you, and then bending your front knee. So we have our left leg in front, right leg steps back about 2 feet, and then we're bending the front leg, back leg is straight. Hands can stay on the chair for balance, or maybe hands hover above the chair, or maybe the hands start to reach up to the sky. So it's up to you, whatever feels good on your body today, being kind to your body. We'll hold for a couple of breaths. And then go ahead and release the hands to the chair if your hands are lifted, and we'll step forward, back foot meets the front, and we switch sides. So right leg stays at the front, left leg steps back about 2 feet. Just depends on what's comfortable for your body though. So if that's too much, make it smaller. And then the front knee bends. So front leg, right knee is bent, back leg is straight. Hands can stay on the chair. You can hover above the chair or you can reach to the sky. We're holding for a couple of breaths. So nice, smooth, deep breath. Bring the hands back to the chair and step forward, back foot meets the front. Hands stay on the chair and we'll begin to walk both feet back. We're creating an upside down L position, so the torso is moving towards parallel to the earth. It doesn't actually need to be parallel, so you may be up much higher, or maybe your torso is going to come lower. Your hips are above your ankles, and we're stretching out the arms. If straight arms is uncomfortable, you can bend those elbows. Couple of deep breaths. And then walk yourself back up towards the chair. We're moving into a few chair poses. We're going to be flowing from standing to chair and then back. Hands can be on the back of your chair. And we'll inhale, bend the knees, all 10 toes face forward, knees track forward, as if we were about to sit into a little chair or we are becoming a chair. And then straighten those legs, exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale as we bend. Exhale as we straighten. Feel free to keep holding on to the chair, or if you prefer, you can let go of the chair. Just make sure you're safe. Keep moving, follow your own breath, so don't worry about my speed, move at your own pace. Let's do a few more. Great, and then standing tall. One last standing pose before we come back to sit. I'm going to face sideways, but you can stay facing your chair. But whatever you do, please make sure you're still holding on to something. We're going to stand firmly on our right foot. Bend the left knee and turn your left knee out to the side away from your body. Maybe you stay there with your left toes touching the ground. Or if you'd like, you're going to float your left foot off the ground and let your left foot rest either on your right ankle or on your right lower leg. So anywhere below the knee for tree pose. Of course, if your balance feels really good, maybe you start to lighten how hard you're holding on to the chair. So maybe it's just a finger or two or a pinky, or maybe you're hovering the hand above your chair. And then go ahead and release, shake it off. And then second side. So now we're standing on our left leg. We're bending the right knee, turning the right knee away from the middle of the body. Either you stay there, maybe that's enough for your body with the toes on the ground, or you're going to lift that foot off the ground and let the right leg or the right foot rest on your ankle or lower leg, anywhere below the knee. Feel free to keep holding on. If it's comfortable, maybe you hold on with one finger, or maybe you're hovering the hand above the chair. But wherever you go, make sure it's safe on the body. Couple of deep breaths. And then release, shake it off. Let's come back to our seats. And from your seat, we're going to go into a wide-legged stance. So we're going to go into a wide stance, taking those knees wide. So depending on your chair, it's either going to be easier to do this forward towards the front edge of the chair, or some of you, it might be easier to do it back towards the back of the chair. So it just depends if you have armrests or what the kind of situation you're in with your chair. So legs go wide, toes face kind of out to the side as well as the knee. From here, we're going to lean to the right. So that right hand's going to rest on your right knee. Or you're going to bring your right forearm either to your armrest if you have an armrest, or forearm to your thigh. So it's either hand or forearm. The free arm goes out to the side into a T position. You could stay there. Or if you prefer, that free arm is going to reach up to the sky or maybe even all the way overhead. So anywhere along this kind of rainbow route, you can place your arm. So wherever is comfortable, take a few deep breaths, feeling that lovely stretch along the side of the body. And then lifting your torso back up, pausing for a moment, maybe noticing any differences right to left. And then we go to the other side. So we lean to the other side. Hand can stay on your thigh, or maybe your left forearm finds your armrest or your leg. Free arm goes out to the side into a T position. It can stay there if that feels good, or start to reach that arm up to the sky or all the way overhead. And again, you can really place the arm anywhere along that kind of arc that is comfortable. Once you find your nice spot, take several deep breaths. Then lift yourself back up to center. Let's bring those legs back to center. And we'll move into one more leg stretch. So we're moving into a figure 4 or a variation of figure 4. So you can cross your right ankle over your left ankle and allow your knees to open just to get some rotation there. Or you can cross your right thigh over your left thigh like you're crossing your legs. Or you can cross your right ankle over your left thigh. If you're trying to go into the figure 4 variation with the ankle crossed over the thigh and it's challenging, sit up onto something higher. So you can put some blocks underneath your hips or maybe some pillows, so getting yourself up higher. If you want a little more challenge, think about your bottom leg. So that supporting leg, notice if your shin is vertical. So oftentimes the foot goes kind of out to the side, and that's going to give you less stretch. If you get that left ankle or that supporting ankle underneath the knee, then it's going to give you more stretch. And by underneath the knee of the same leg. So for me, my left ankle is beneath the left knee. Staying upright, or if you'd like, go ahead and lean a little forward, maybe take some kind of swaying motion side to side to notice where you feel the best stretch. And you can keep moving, or as you sway, if you find a spot that feels really good and that you're getting a really nice stretch, then I want to encourage you to stay in that position for several breaths. Go ahead and lift your torso back up. Bring your leg down. Shake it off. And then we'll switch sides. So left ankle crosses over the right, knees open, option 1. Option 2, you're crossing your leg all the way over the other leg, so left leg on top. Option 3, we're crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. If you're going to option 3 and it's a little bit challenging, you're welcome to sit up higher onto something. So put some pillows underneath you. If you want more challenge, then just notice what your right leg is doing, your supporting leg. And you want to get that right ankle underneath your right knee. Allow yourself to lean forward a little bit and sway side to side. As you let yourself move, notice how the stretch changes. And if you find a certain spot where you get a really nice stretch, then you can either hold there or you're welcome to keep moving. Go ahead and lift your torso back up. Undo the legs, shake it off. And then we're going to get nice and comfortable for our final meditation. So you can either stay forward or you can sit back in your chair. Maybe close your eyes or let your gaze soften to the earth. Let's take a few deep breaths together. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Again, deep inhale. And let it go. One more time, deep inhale. And let it out. Go ahead and place one hand on top of the other against your chest, against your heart. And just feel the movement of your breath beneath your palms. Maybe you can even sense your heart beating beneath your hands. From this space, coming back to that thing you're grateful for, that person, that thing, that situation, that piece of you, whatever it is, bring that back to mind. And let that fill your body. Let's take one more deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, let it go. And then take a moment to thank yourself for taking time to take care of your mind and your body. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. So I will share our move of the week. So a little non-traditional move of the week. We're going to give you the move of the week is what we just did now. So having one hand on top of the other against your chest and just taking a deep breath. So I'd love to have you find this, this moment of warmth at your heart and taking a deep breath throughout the next 2 weeks before next week's move of the week. So we call the move of the week hand to the heart. So it's nice move to do whenever you're feeling a little stressed or a little bit of anxiety, is just coming here, taking a breath. It can be really comforting. So lovely to see you. If you have any questions for me, now would be a great time to ask.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
For anybody who hasn't joined already, we have a Facebook group, and you can find it in the chat. You could also find it in your emails from us. And that's been a lot of fun. People are sharing art that they've done, photography, sharing fun stories about what they're up to or new hobbies. So it's a really cool place, and I hope that you guys will check it out, see if it's a place you want to spend some time at. But we're really happy that you've spent some of your week with us, and I hope you all have a beautiful Thanksgiving and whatever way you're celebrating. So thank you all, and thank you, Adria, always for a beautiful experience. And we'll catch you all next week. All right, take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.